Hello everybody, my name is Pravus and welcome back to City Skylines in New Gruntings. And what I expect will probably end up being the last video of this particular series, but I would like to end on a strong note, finish out developing the Tigera Heights and the Scratch Post, maybe fill in a little bit more of the map here and there. Also try for another monument if at all possible. The one I'd like to go for would be the fusion power plant, or perhaps the, not the medical center, the Hadron Collider, yeah. That would be kind of nice. But, there's a few things we would need to do in order to make that one work. What's the Castle of Lord Chipperwick? Construct Old Market Street. Attractiveness of all unique buildings goes up. What? Wait, what? How do I build Old Market Street? Hang on. Oh, there it is. 5,000 meters of walking tours. Oh my gag? 5,000? How much is 5,000 meters? I'm an American, I don't understand these things. But that seems like a lot of walking tours, huh? I don't know how to do none of these walking tour nonsenses. Well, if we want to place down a walking tour, we can, just by placing down a bunch of walking tour points of interest. Tours going through areas with high appeal attract more tourists. The points must form a circle, huh? Okay, so start with some popular areas and make a big honking circle for those who want to walk, huh? Okay. Well, I'm not going to go ahead and do things on this side of the river. I feel like people trying to cross the bridges by walking might become a little bit on the dangerous side. But if I were to build, let's say, from the tower over here, the Oriental Pearl Tower, and all the way through Tigera Heights and the Scratch Post, and then kind of meet back up over here by Muffin Crater, surely that is good enough. Let's start in the JP and build a walking tour. Apparently my line was too long. Alright, let's try with something a little bit more manageable. How about we just start off in the Tigera Heights and the Scratch Post, okay? So we'll just do a little walking line down along here. And then we try to go all the way over here. Yes. Setting up over at the luxury hotels and the opera centers and blah, 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 blah. Then we come up over Mya. And then we have to try to get back home. Let's see. Long tours are less appealing. You don't frickin' say. Well, that's why I'm trying to make it into a circle. Complete the line? Sure, complete the line. Done. All right. So does that mean I've unlocked the monument now? Apparently not. Hang on, let's give it a second to process. Apparently that was too long and it was unappealing as a result. Hang on, we're just going to try going to a few major stops over in the Scratch Post. I think that should end up being just fine. We'll stop by a couple of nice little parks. Colossal Order, then we go over here, and then we come up over here or something, then we go this way, and then up to the television studio, maybe stop by the church, and then walk over here and complete the line. Okay, is that better? That should be better. Maybe I can't do anything with this until people actually have walked it. Maybe it doesn't even have to be a very long line. Maybe it just has to be that people have walked 5,000 meters of said walking tour. Oh, there we go. Are you serious? I'm 6 meters off? 6 frickin' meters? Well, we can fix that. We're just gonna place a stop over there instead. There you go. Problem solved. Aha! There we go. Now I can place it, and this will get me extra commercial zone taxing revenue. That's actually pretty awesome. Where do I place Old Street? It's an actual legit street, so I may have to tear some stuff down to make this one work. Sure, how about right here? And it's actually not like a driving street. It is a walking street that apparently is now built on a cliff. Of course it is. Well, it's gonna be a really fun walk back down then, isn't it? Whatever. Sure. Yeah. Okay. So this should make everything in this area more efficient then, yes? So can I now go for another monument? The Castle of Lord Chipperwick construct... Oh, now I have to build a sea fortress. Oh, what's a sea fortress? It's this thing. A massive fortress built next to the shore out of stone blocks and brickwork increases ship and airport traffic tourist capacity by 5%, huh? Okay. So, yeah, I guess I'm going to place a little fortress. My little fortress of solitude of sorts, I suppose, right over here. There we go. Now I've got a stone fortress for some reason. Hooray! All right, what else do you want me to do? The statue of Colossalis. Colossalis? Colossalis. This is kind of fun. I have no idea what I'm trying to accomplish here. That's an observation tower. Sphinx of scenarios. That's not it. Academic library. Where's the statue of Colossalis? There it is. I have a level 5 city park area. Really? I am now dependent upon the fields of just to pull through for me. Well, it's actually getting kind of close. I'm going to go ahead and eliminate the ticket price and encourage as many people to get over here as possible. While we're waiting on this, what else could I do if I want to get, let's say, the Hadron Collider? That thing is going to take a posh mall. as opposed to the fusion power plant, which requires an observatory. So let's see. I am missing Lazarette Plaza. Doesn't matter. Hall of Moderation. Poshmall. All tax rates at most is 4%. We can very temporarily do this one. That's not hard for me to do. Let's go ahead and go to our taxes and reduce all this to 4 frickin' percent. We're gonna have a stinking boom town. Actually, been thinking about lowering the residential rate just a smidge anyway. Our demand has not been quite as high in that as I otherwise might have liked. All right, now we just let things reset a little bit. Poshmall. And we have to maintain it for a full 20 weeks. Oh, crud. All of a sudden, I'm not going to have much money. They got me. They got me good. I think I literally actually cannot afford to do this. Forget that then. We'll go for a smaller ish density for residential and such, but I'm going back to what I had before. There's no way I'm going to do that right now, not without making some serious extra cash out of industry. All right, so if that one's out, then that leaves the observatory. What else can we do with this? Let's see. Disaster Memorial, that's not it. Courthouse, that's not it. That looks like it. Observatory, 1,000 abandoned buildings. See, this is what I'm talking about that gets a little annoying. You have to have, like, actual lots of bad things happen in the city to make this one work. I find that very, very frustrating. What about the space elevator? Construct a stadium. Well, that sounds like something that I probably could do. Let's see. Where's a stadium? There's a stadium. Is that the right kind? Because that looks like just a football stadium. Did you want any more non-generic stadiums? Is that a thing? I suppose I could set up a stadium. I'm a little worried what this is going to imply for traffic. But go ahead and place down a stadium right over there. That's a big one right there. Okay, so with that done, next you need... That's not the right stadium? I'm sorry, you wanted to run that one by me again? Oh, this stadium. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I just wasted a frick ton of city money. You wanted a tiny little stadium. This guy right here, huh? Yeah, okay. I'm sure we can place this one instead. This is fine. There we go. Different stadium. Done. Right next to a fish market. That's where I like to watch my sports, too. Okay, so now we have that, and that's actually all that I needed. Now we just need to get some money together, $1.5 million, and we can build a space elevator, which gives you a frick ton of tourists. Cheat Show Park has leveled up to level 4. Okay, drop tower rides in the Pendulum Park. Nice. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to create some more little highway ramps and stuff around the stadium, which I decided not to place next to the fish market just because it's a little too silly for me. And that way, we should be able to get more people out of the heck out of the city. Not on ramps into the city, just out. Once you're done with your game, get the heck out of here. So, Cheat Show Park, you want to have a drop ride, do you? A drop ride can be arranged. Unfortunately, all these curved roads seem to not play particularly well together, but there we go. We can get all this in, and boom, we've got a whole bunch more rides. Cool. How's Cheat Show Park doing? Not quite enough attractiveness. Very close. Very, very close, but not quite enough. What else can I toss in here just for good measure? Like a store or something? Sure, how about a little game booth? We'll place down a little game booth right over here, and a matching one right along here. There we go. That should be enough attractiveness. Nice. So, that's a theme park, ladies and gentlemen. That's a theme park. It's not going to be even remotely as big as I thought it was going to be. Let's go ahead and erase some of this. I think I got a little overly ambitious. I'm going to toss in a couple more little suburban areas down over here, just so we can start filling out a bit more of the map. Now, in the meantime, that's cost me pretty much all of my cash, because, you know, we just placed down an absolute ton of more services, but... whatever. Let's go ahead and name this stuff. Let's see. So we're going to call this one, we got named after Phoenix? I'm actually just going to call it that. Phoenix. It sounds a little bit like Phoenix, which is kind of one of the areas I grew up when I was living in Arizona. So I kind of like the name of that. And then this one over here, we're going to call this, we'll call it the Shooketh Alley. After Shooketh. There we go. All right, that seems pretty good. All right, going to take a little while to fill some of this in, but I did see some demand coming in. That's one of the reasons I decided to go ahead and start doing that. Still, going to take a good long while for this to properly fill in. Hoo-hoo, boy, this is going to be expensive. Actually not taking quite as long as I thought it was going to. This is looking pretty decent. I mean, we mostly have to get a lot of customers and stuff together, but I mean, yeah, we'll make it work. So how is the Fields of Just doing? We are actually getting very close to the 10,000 number that I'm looking for. It's not even costing me a lot to maintain this darn thing, but we're getting a lot of extra happy visitors out of this. I'm starting to think that maybe doing your own city policies might be cheaper than building like a regular park, but can get a lot more attraction. I don't know. Maybe someone else can do the math and figure some of that stuff out. Okay, here comes level 5. I can feel it coming. Come on. Really? Right now? There it is. A trampoline park. Well, that just feels a little bit crass. Really? You're going to make me put in a trampoline park in the fields of just. I want this place to be dignified, thank you very much. Oh, well, nothing for it. Guess we're going to have to place down a trampoline park. All right, dumb. There it is. Boom, we got it. Cool. All right, so with that done and out of the way, that unlocked something, didn't it? Pretty sure it did. Where was it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. The statue of Colossalus needs a level 5 amusement park area, too. Good lord, you guys just keep moving the dang goalposts now, don't you? Good news is Chicho Park's actually looking pretty good. We just need a little bit more entertainment and a lot more visitors, and we're going to be fine. Let's reduce that ticket price. Hey, Chicho Park has reached level 5. Okay, so let's get over here and place down our first roller coaster. This is where we're gonna hit the big leagues. I can feel it. Here it is. Beautiful. In all of its glory, we have our first roller coaster in Chicho Park. This should get a heck of a lot more attraction. All right, so now that we've reached level 5 there, let me guess, we would need to have Crater Park or the Muffin Crater get up to level 5, which we've done. That probably means there's one more park that I am not thinking of that it's gonna need, isn't there? Yep, a level 5 zoo. Oh, come the heck on. You think that I'm gonna level up a zoo all the way to level 5? Alright, well that's just not gonna happen. I mean, I'm willing to build a zoo. It's just not gonna get to level 5, I'm pretty darn sure. We're gonna name this one, the Killer Fish, Life Preserve. Sure, I don't know. We just bring in a whole bunch of rescue animals. We totally don't kill them like fish, you know? It's just rescuing all the animals or something. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Let's go ahead and place ourselves down a little zoo. Zoo main gate, sure, should be fine over here. It's going to be kind of far away from the entire city, but I think the animals are going to prefer it that way, to be honest. There we go. A nice little zoo with all sorts of little exhibits to make all the animals happy. It's pretty far away from the city, so they're not going to be bothered anytime soon. That said, I also cannot be bothered to wait until this thing hits level 5, which is a dang shame, because I would have loved to get that last monument, but it's going to take forever to do that. I will point out that the pollution in the city has greatly reduced since the last video. I mean, look at the fill pits. This used to be a sprawling mess of nastiness. But ever since we placed down the Eden Project, it looks like it's actually kept itself fairly well contained. Same thing can be said about the Steinworks down over here. It's not that the pollution doesn't exist, like the groundwater's still somewhat dangerous, but it's well contained. That's the difference, which is great. Oddly enough, the only exception appears to be the Telsior oil fields. I mean, this place still looks pretty diseased to me. I'm not really sure why that's an exception to the rule, but okay. Oh, good. We finally have enough money to place down a stinking space elevator. Where am I going to place this thing? That's a good question. If I recall correctly, it's rather massive. Oh, it's actually not as bad as I thought it was. Oh, never mind. Well, if that is the case, then maybe we should place it down over in Tigera Heights. Yes, I like the idea of placing it down over here. We can have a lot of tourism kind of letting out. Maybe we don't need this here public library. Sorry, public education, you're just not as cool as a freaking space elevator. Now let's see. It's a little bit wide, but if I place it right along here, ba-boom! Now, you can't see to this thing, but it actually does stretch all the way into orbit. And as a result, in the Tigera Heights, we should be getting a load of passengers coming through the space elevator. Once this thing's actually done, you know, operating for a month or so. Oh, yeah, there you go. 347 in a week. That's not bad at all. We can see a constant, steady stream of people now walking out of the space elevator, and they're going to head right to the metro station and or the Eden Project. Holy crap, that's a lot of people coming into the city now. Oh, boy. Oh, okay, we may have actually overfloated it a little bit. Who's ever going to be able to... Oh, that bus just ran all those people over. Okay, I was going to say, who's ever going to be able to use the crosswalk now, but, No, okay, so Metro's gonna be a little overwhelmed, but it's fine, it's fine. This is the entire purpose of this block, to be super duper luxurious and entertaining in every possible way. Well, on that note, I think I am about ready to end up things here in New Gruntings and end this series. I'm a little bit melancholy about that. We've had a lot of fun in this city. It has certainly grown quite a bit, starting off in our humble origins in Alvin's Landing, spreading out to the Shadows and the Whisper Farms and O'Connell Co-op. Who could ever forget? But now, we are an almost unrecognizable, thriving metropolis, sprawling all across the map. It looks absolutely fantastic. Not to say that there isn't still room for improvement, of course. I've not been managing my traffic situation too much, and there are a whole lot more monuments that we could unlock if we deliberately sabotaged this city. In order to unlock a fusion power plant, which would provide unlimited power, well, practically unlimited, medical center, which would give you an absolute ton of incredibly good health care, the Hadron Collider, which would provide education for the entire city, disaster memorials, and even a castle, which we could even get if we sat back and waited for the Killerfish Life Preserve to level up a couple more times, but that's going to take a very long while, and I'm afraid I'm kind of out of time in this case. So, very fun game, had a lot of fun in this city, hope you guys did too, and if you guys have been following along and building your own city, I'd love to see some screenshots in the Discord. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If so, then I would certainly ask that you hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, hit that notify bell, and I will see you guys next time.